It's time for the Bookie and the Bettors Show. If you're a sports fan, now it's time to play the odds and make every bet count. New episodes post every Thursday on your favorite streaming service. Now introducing Rob Kowalski, the Bookie, and Randy Wike, the Bettor.
Welcome to another episode of the Bookie and Better. Once again, I am your host, Robert Kowalski, joined by my friends and colleagues, Nick Schulte,
hey.
Randy Wike.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I am not going to talk about the Heat. That is old news already. Nor the Miami Heat. That's also old news. Instead, we're going to talk about what's most current, what's happening not only at the Book of Baldini's, but in the world of sports, also at the property. And we'll go ahead and touch on a little bit of everything here as we focus on what's happening now that we are post-Independence Day. No, we're not going to talk about the football season just yet. We got it.
Next week is the middle of the month.
We're gonna.
Can you believe that?
Yes. Once we get past Major League Baseball's All-Star Game, then I'll allow you both to start talking about the NFL football season.
Well, I do have one thing though. You know, folks. I don't know if you've seen the big news that's making worldwide news right now that Jerry Jones is talking about selling the Cowboys to a Saudi Arabia group. Have you guys seen that?
I have seen that. I thought it was kind of a BS article, but, I mean, money talks, and I know Saudis have a lot of money.
America's team to Saudi Arabia. Can you think about that? America's team to Saudi Arabia.
It should happen.
Well, I know the money's over there, right?
Big money. Big money.
Jerry, you need a quarterback. You need a quarterback this year, Jerry. Okay, we're not talking football. Go ahead.
We will talk football, actually. We'll talk COPA America and the European Championship.
Oh, you mean European soccer?
No, talking about football, the world's greatest sport. Gentlemen, currently, obviously, we've been booking the entire tournament from the very beginning of the group stage and beyond at the Book of Baldini. So it's semis. Obviously, Spain beat France yesterday 2-1. France looked good after about 10 minutes, going up 1-0, but Spain ended up taking home the victory. They advanced to the finals against the winner, which is actually going to start in just a little bit here as you're listening in. Probably see the result by the time you're watching us. But it is England and the Netherlands. Obviously, both have been playing, in my opinion, up to par. I feel that they haven't really had the most difficult of paths to get to where they are. So we're going to see Spain play either England or Netherlands. Gentlemen, a prediction for the European Championship. I know we've got the first matchup. Nick, England, the Netherlands. Who advances?
I like England over that one. Again, I don't know much about European football, as you said.
It's fair enough. It's pretty much a pick-em line right about now. Randy, what do you think?
I'm going England in that also.
I'm going to probably say that if England ends up playing Spain, we'll probably come Spain as the favorite there. So with that, we'll just go ahead and just play that itself out. Obviously, the game is going to be played on Sunday afternoon in Miami. No, wait, that's COPA America. This is in Berlin. Different country. We'll get to COPA America in a second. England and Spain is obviously going to be an incredible match. I could probably see that one lining up shortly in Spain's favor. They've been easily the ones that have been performing far better as they've exited the group stage. And
you got that young kid. I mean,
there's a 16-year-old. This is how good Spain is. There's a 16-year-old kid that not only is effective, he actually scored in yesterday's game against France. He's the youngest player in the history of the European Championship to score a goal. Spain just keeps getting better and better. Closer to us, Copa America, and this actually will be played in Miami. We're seeing the result, of course, yesterday. Argentina ended up beating Canada 2-0. And, of course, everything I know, everyone's probably putting on a tinfoil hat someplace as they're saying, of course, Argentina and Lionel Messi is going to be playing in Miami, where he, of course, has Inter Miami playing, so everything makes perfect sense for him to have a home game in the championship. And so they're going to be awaiting the winner, which is tonight as well. Uruguay and Colombia. I had a slight edge given when we opened up the line towards Uruguay, and it's actually started to lean there a little bit more. So as was England, a small favorite, and just a little bit over the Netherlands. Uruguay, a small favorite now over Colombia. Gentlemen, a winner. Nick first.
Uruguay.
Randy?
Uruguay.
Okay.
And I believe, weren't they going into this round didn't they have scored the most goals or?
In reverse, they've given up the least amount of goals.
Yeah, okay.
Uruguay is
Yeah.
literally put up a wall, and that's what I'm really thinking
just
about.
to go back, are you saying defense wins championships?
I do.
Ooh.
I don't know that much about soccer, but defense wins championship.
A great betting angle, of course, is knowing that, look, some may say, and you could see the strategy play itself out constantly. In football, okay, fine, soccer, fine, I'll say soccer. They play not to lose, right? And so we offer wagers where it's a bet on to advance, or aka win the game no matter how you get there, or a three-way decision where you're just betting on 90 minutes plus injury time. So you're going to have team A, team B, and then the draw. If there's one position that I think might be the most bet, if I was predicting it, it's probably going to be the draw Sunday night in Miami, as I'm
Now,
really liking to see
question.
Uruguay's defense here.
the percentage of unders in the cup, it's got to be huge, right?
You would think. I mean, first off, we've already baked that number in, right? So the total's set to, like, for example, in today's match tonight in Copa, total's 2, right? To the under. It's heavily juiced. Like it's under 30. So you could see a 1-1 after 90 minutes, right? Or it's maybe even a 1-0. It's just all going to end up playing where the defense is going to be right in the forefront. You just back everybody up and wait for a mistake to happen. I know, Nick. I know. Very, very exciting.
I was going to say, has there ever been a total of a half point in a soccer game before?
Probably. Just not here in North America, I don't believe. So, okay, great. European Championships, you guys have England later today, and then later tonight, Uruguay. So Uruguay and Argentina will probably come up. Argentina's the favorite right now.
And I like Uruguay. I really do. I think there's some. What are the odds for them to win it?
I'm going to probably say today, at this very minute, previous to the match against Colombia, you'd probably be getting plus 350, 4-1.
I like them. I really do.
Pretty good bet.
I can't ever fault anyone for taking a team so built on defense and then just waiting for a mistake to happen.
Defense wins championship.
I feel like I've heard that once or twice before.
We had a bit of fun talking about baseball last episode as we went ahead and tier-made our way into who you thought was going to be on the pennants on both sides.
Did you guys see that? What was a kid yesterday? I think last night for the Red Sox struck out like 11 guys in a row or something like that. Insane.
Talk about some nasty pitchers. There's some really great young pitchers that are just so
I keep
good
saying,
right
the
now.
middle relief and closers are horrible. But can you believe how you can get some of these star players, even Soto the other night? It's like they've never seen a breaking ball. I don't get it.
I do. Have you seen the batting averages of Major League Baseball right now? Just offensive.
It's like sub 250. Isn't it?
It is offensive, actually. It's that bad. It's everything is a strikeout right now. They've forgotten how to hit. So you understand that I actually heard they were talking about either moving the pitching mound back or doing something so that the batters can get an advantage. This was actually like toyed around. I actually saw this on social media. I can't believe something like that would happen. Please.
Well, with the exception of the other night with all the overs, was it last night or night before?
Look at this whole season.
Well, I was listening to a little news clip. This last week with the sweltering heat in the Midwest and South, teams' batting averages were horrible. You go into Texas, you're batting like 186. You go into Chicago right now, you're not hitting well.
No.
The heat, I think, has a lot to do with it this week. But I couldn't believe some of these major hitters, top A hitters in Major League Baseball, looks like they can't hit a breaking ball. Yastrzemski for the Giants, I don't know that he could hit it off the pitching machine.
Has anybody looked at the stats ever since they went to the timer on the mound, if that's kind of in favor of batters or favor of pitchers? I would assume it would be in favor of the batter, since the pitcher doesn't have time to rest as much, pick his location, pick his ball. But if we're looking at batting averages, is what they are.
One would think that it's actually in the favor of defense.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's just, I get it. At this point, it's a regional sport.
So-
I just don't know what's going to happen next to make
But to
this.
his point, stolen bases definitely have increased due to the pitching clock.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that when we look at just baseball as a whole right now, look, obviously going to get ourselves to the All-Star break. We had a great, real fun time breaking down who's going to actually advance in your eyes, but it's just a weird thing, and I don't think this is an anomaly, Nick. I really don't.
No. So they want to move the mountain back
Yes.
to what? 100 feet?
No.
100.
That's 6 more inches.
I don't get it.
I
I mean, wouldn't that have to change? That changes the entire sport.
Of course it does.
It's like saying it's.
Well, we just added a pitching clock.
Yeah. Well, I think to speed it up, I think from a fan watching the games, they make it a little more enjoyable. It's not a 4-hour commitment kind of a thing. I don't. What's changed? I mean, if nothing's changed.
I think the true thing on defense is you can't overload one side now. Now that has helped the offense, I would think, to an extent. Mm-hmm. So they're playing a little more true now. You can't have the shortstop over there on the second base side. But I really believe, well, I don't know if you want my opinion. We're paying these guys way too much money to show up and attend. And I really believe they're not concerned with playing. Cal Ripken's record will never be broke. Let's be honest.
I would agree with that.
It's never going to be broke.
Amazing.
And it's not even a necessary. Guys are bigger, stronger, faster. What's the terminology? Elasticity that some of these guys, because they're lifting so many weights now. But at the same time, the money is so heavy, they don't want to play every day. I'm going to be honest. They don't.
Yeah, I'm just to kind of bring it back to the basketball, but I mean, Kawhi Leonard coming out, and I think a lot of people saying it's just that he wants to keep that longevity.
Right.
I don't understand how you would pass up a shot at a gold medal, but hey, who am I?
It's absolutely a gold medal. Actually, thanks for the great dovetail right into my next topic here. I wanted to talk about Olympics. Of course, it doesn't happen every year, every month, and so I'm excited to offer it up as another booked product. So, look. And leave a comment down below, or at the very least, send a message over to us. If you're watching this and you're wondering what else could be offered. I always thought that, it's the Summer Olympics, right? So we offer up, obviously, basketball, men's and women's, football, soccer, yes, men's and women's soccer. And then, of course, there's the medal table just to see who ends up with the most gold medals overall, right? So some numbers right now, the men's basketball, a winner in Paris, obviously, the United States is minus 360 right now. Massive prohibitive favorite. If we're looking at who's running for second place, Canada, plus 650. France is 10-1. Serbia, 11-1. On the women's side.
Watch out for France. Watch out for France in this Olympics. I'm serious about their basketball play. Their international guys are really, really good.
I agree.
And, of course, there's a couple of them that are coming over to the NBA. But watch what's the town in France?
Well, if you're talking about a town, maybe let's start off with Paris.
Oh, well, no, but the guy that got selected.
No, I'm not doing this. Okay. I'm not doing this. No,
I'm just saying.
You should have remembered.
I know, but Reno, Nevada, that's as far as I go anymore. But watch out for France in this. And again, the one thing that scares me about the U.S. is even though they have 12 of the best players in the world, watch depth in this tournament, because I think a lot of them are going to be impacted by the way these teams play defense. And they force you out to the three-point line. It's going to be interesting to see how the USA bigs do.
I actually did notice that, and it's a great point. Nick mentioned Kawhi Leonard's absence on the team. So, look, the team's clearly stacked, and the person that's going to be replacing Kawhi Leonard is going to be the champion, Boston Celtic, Derek White. So he's going to be added to the roster as well.
Is that official yet? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's on U.S.
Where are you going with this?
USA basketball team.
Where are you going?
King James came out and said that he thinks that Bronny should be a lock for the Team USA. But
him, like LeBron James, like forget about. Okay, wait. All right, fine. Let's do this. I'm going to entertain you here. LeBron James, yes, he is on the roster,
and he's saying he wants his son on that team. I mean, the guy already got drafted by the Lakers. What else could happen? Remember, the trend is your friend.
I would like to eat a slice of pizza during the show as well, but that's not happening. At least not this episode.
Okay.
Watch for France.
How about on the ladies' side? Women's also, if you want to talk about how prohibitive a favorite the USA team is for the men's team, the U.S. women's basketball program is a minus 1250 to win gold.
As in
betting
1250?
1250 betting. Exactly, very good point. Right. Betting $1,250 to win 100. So the race for second is actually what we're watching here, and it's women's France, women's Australia, and women's Spain at 15, 15, and 20 to 1 to win gold. Obviously, the winner of the gold medal. So it's really, again, for second place.
Yeah, if USA, with the talent they have on that women's team, if they don't win gold, they shouldn't even take a medal.
It should be a massive, massive, massive upset.
Turn out the lights, the party's over.
Over in soccer, and obviously we can see exactly what's happened both from Euro and from Copa, so you could already start to give a hint as to where you think you might want to place your money here. On the men's side, France is plus 225, Argentina plus 275, Spain 3-1, and then a huge gap to Morocco at 9-1. On the women's side, this one's going to be probably the best contested one of them all because of obviously the usual suspects. USA women's is only 2-1. Now, I say only. You would think that they would have been better as they've been gold medalists so many times before.
Now, they've lost a lot of the females, right?
Correct.
I believe so.
So, Spain plus 250. It's basically neck and neck. France 4-1. Germany 11-1 to win gold in women's football in Paris 2024. The last is another category that I wanted to talk about and see if this was going to be of any interest. Most gold medals. Maybe really I should be just doing for the medal table because the United States is a minus 700 to have the most golds in Paris.
Well, and I'm just going to be honest. Track and field and swimming, Australia on the women's side usually and Germany usually are right there. But I'm telling you, the swimming and track and field for USA this year is loaded.
And that's with all of the events that are taking place not only there, specifically definitely track, swimming. There's so many different events that you can medal in. So of course you can just start accumulating as much as you possibly can. There's going to be an awful lot more. I'm just, again, wondering what else you think I should be booking here. Golf. Golf will be an Olympic event. Cycling. There's field hockey, beach volleyball. So badminton, all of these events can be booked.
Have they announced who's representing USA in golf? I have not seen that yet.
I don't believe I've seen that either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it a team? Is it
no?
It's two individuals. I think we get two players.
It's all individuals. So yeah, right now there are 60 participants that are listed. Shocker. Scotty Scheffler 3-1.
I was gonna say,
right?
Pretty good bet.
Schauffele 550. Rory McIlroy plus 650.
Now he would represent Ireland.
Yeah,
probably, right?
I would say yes.
Yeah,
I would say yes. So I think that look, there's going to be plenty. I was thinking take a week off here or there, but no, it's the Olympics, right? And so we can still continue to offer these.
I watched swimming and diving 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Oh my Lord! USA, and again, USA qualifying, they're 3 and 4 deep in every category. They're very talented, and especially on the women's side, I would have to think USA is just going to load up, unless something happens, is going to load up with medals because they are talented, very talented.
You know what we should do? I'm serious about this now. In the Baldini's parking lot, we should have a
swim meet?
No, Baldini's track meet for men and women. Write that down. By the way, I think I could beat anybody.
In what?
Track.
Are we talking 100 meters or?
Well, 100, you're not going to make it 10, so forget about 100.
I'll take javelin or shot put.
Yeah, you probably will. You'll probably.
But if we're doing a 100-yard
well
dash,
are you running every day right now?
Yeah.
Bring plenty of water. This could be fun. Could be fine.
Let's do 40. Let's just do a 40, right? That's fast enough. I think. No, seriously.
Beers,
I think I could beat anyone.
A few
You
beers.
probably
Tell me I'm out of my mind.
Did you run track and field in school?
Yes, I did.
Well, that doesn't. See, you got an advantage.
It was a couple of nights ago, by the way.
Let's drink
happened.
a few beers and then run. I think
I
Mike,
kinda like
240 pounds.
You really like to associate the adult beverage with your sport.
I
don't
think
you?
we should do some kind of like triathlon event where there's like you
no,
run
I
to a
can't,
bar,
no.
you have like 3 shots,
Yes.
and you run to another bar.
I'm
There's
all
a
for that.
bike thing. Then maybe we can float down a river somewhere.
Big guys can do well on that.
All right. Maybe next time. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm pretty serious about this.
I'm good.
So, the Summer League, obviously, they're already playing a couple of exhibitions in California and then in Salt Lake. But the Summer League, the actual in Vegas, right now they're having some exhibitions, and so we're starting to see some video come out of some of the play. But the Summer League is another event that we're going to be booking. It starts on the 12th. It ends on the 22nd, so we'll be booking all the matchups that are happening there, the book at Baldini's.
Now, are they in Vegas or do they rotate?
No.
everything in Vegas?
All the games starting on the 12th will be in Vegas, right? And so
I watched Bronny the other night. He got swatted going to the hoop. I think it was the same play you were talking about. He got swatted.
you think that what's happening is like even guys that have just been like thrown on a roster and not even drafted realize, hey, you know what? This is my chance. Let me just absolutely put this kid in a lockdown.
Yeah, you're gonna get your highlight. You're gonna get a highlight reel.
You could say, wait a second, this kid got drafted over me. Let me go ahead and go ahead and play him. I bet you there's like a lineup inside the locker room that says, no, I want him. Let me guard him when I'm out there.
Well, especially if they were on the same team and the NIL money was there, they're gonna show each other up.
Yeah, no. At this point, they're not even concerned about NIL money. I think they just want a piece of him and have a look and see exactly how they would perform.
Now, I
Again,
believe Jared Lucas is playing for somebody, right, in the summer leagues.
I would have to look at their roster, but I know the
I
showcase.
Thought he got an invite. The kid can shoot.
Today, the USA basketball team is actually playing later tonight. They're doing a showcase against Canada. Just as a showcase, a pure exhibition, United States, 12.5 points the better over Canada. Remember where I put Canada. They're actually ranked, they have a very good possibility of being on the medal stand, and already U.S. is in more than double digits against Canada. But yes, coming up this Friday, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 7 matchups, as early as 1 o'clock here locally, all the way to 7 o'clock. Great matchups. I want to see exactly who's going to come out there, and clearly everyone's going to want to see immediately what the line's going to be on the Lakers. First game is going to be for them, Lakers hosting the Rockets. They are playing the Rockets, and we all know the games aren't going to be in Vegas. So interesting things there. And I mean, look, we've got ourselves still quite a bit more to do, just from our book perspective. But I mean, Randy, every single week, no matter what, I know we're always having some great promotion or some event. What's happening at Baldini's this coming Friday?
Well, this is kind of, Fun Fridays is, Baldini's has kind of created the niche in the market.
Yeah, I'd say.
Everybody that comes in, if they're at a machine playing at between 5 and 6, gets a free gift.
Okay.
Every single Friday. And, we're doing very well. The guests love the gifts. This week might be money on the table. If you come in, you might get some free money.
Cash is king.
Yep.
Like actual cash.
Well, you can put it right back into the machine. It's money on us, play on us. And then next week, another unique gift that nobody's offered. You got to be at Baldini's to get it. Again, we're talking 5 to 6. Also, Baldini's has Bust the Bank. It's a unique giveaway. You get to try to crack the safe. And you're not playing just as an individual, as a team. So it's kind of a fun thing, and that's 11 to 8. So the weekends, you want to be at Baldini's for sure.
Obviously, this doesn't matter where you are. As long as, look, it really is an incredible club. Obviously, go ahead and get a club. It costs you nothing. Obviously, you've got to be 21 or older to play, much like any other casino here in Nevada. But yeah, sign up to a player club card. It's easy to sign up with, and it's obviously the benefits are really, really comfortable, and I'd have to say is probably right up there anywhere. Forget about here in northern Nevada. Anywhere
Best
in the
prime
state.
rib in town too. I think
Oh,
I
hands
would
down.
put us against any of the steakhouse. It is the best.
It's a
in
choice
town.
cut. It's the same cut you would get at Roxy for about a quarter of the price.
Yeah. Very good.
Now that's a deal. I can go home for it.
Be there, and you'll see us.
All of us. Yes, that is correct. Yes. Thanks again so much. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Gentlemen, thanks so much for
Thank you.
coming on out here to our beautiful studio here in downtown Reno. Once again, go ahead and find us anywhere you get your podcasts, whether it's on Spotify or wherever you may get your podcasts. And thanks again for watching and listening here. See you again next week. For Randy Wike and Nick Schulte, I'm your host, Robert Kowalski. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to the Bookie and the Bettors Show. New episodes post every Thursday on your favorite streaming service.